Lone Star Showdown. The rivalry once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 20 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Longhorns will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas A&M's offense will go on the attack first. It felt like a victory for all of college football when these two met for the first time since 2011, a game that we called. And just last year, Texas showed that resilience, went into Kyle Field, and just as they had done in the previous meeting, they walked out of Aggie land with a W.
Well, Texas ran the football last year. They were dominant up front when Travion Wisner had a career day with 186 rushing yards. Remember that great Arch Manning run early in the game for a touchdown as well? They were doing it all sorts of ways. And, you know, coming into this one, David, they're going to want to get that ground game established.
And you know Coach Elko, like, who is a physical, tough, defensive-minded coach, the head coach for Texas A&M. He's talking about that. Like, you guys got bludgeoned up front. You got beat down. They got a couple turnovers in the red area. Otherwise, that game would have been even worse. They scored on defense, not on offense. A&M has a lot to prove in this game from what happened last time they faced each other.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. With the catch, it's Moss. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Quarterback on the keeper. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. So the Texas Longhorns offense has its first opportunity of the day. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11. The Longhorns come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. It's Manning. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They bring the punter onto the field now. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line this week.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Craver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Reed. They go to the wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Wants to throw it. Going for it all. Go to the end zone, picked off.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover three. He's got zone, he's got middle field responsibility, just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. They're the new #1 team in the country. What do they need to do to stay in that spot?
Well, and it's cool to see this team earn that, right? Like, they haven't been #1. They had to go get it on the field, and now it's got to stay on the field, Jesse. One game at a time. Don't get over our skis. Think about too many things in the future. Think about today.
Yeah, they've got to have a sense of urgency now, especially knowing with that #1 beside the name, they're going to get everybody's best shot. So they've got to step up. They've actually got to elevate their play now, I think, to keep this thing moving forward.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Longhorns have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Flips it out on the screen. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Longhorns lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They go to the ground. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Texas! Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out, dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Reed. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6, so nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt.
Returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. They're so quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. To the air, it's Reed. Here comes the heat. Snagged in the middle, it's Craver. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Got a man. It's Wingo. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. From the shotgun, the inside give. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quickly complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Manning. Makes the grab over the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Turning it on! He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And think...
Touchdown, Texas! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, David.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He nails it, a 58-yard field goal.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Reed. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Caught over the middle. It's Wingo. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Bringing the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. The last time they punted, it went back for 6. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Reed. Not quite in rhythm there. In
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, get some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kramer. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Reed. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
You just feel like the sense of urgency is going up for this offense. Now, they haven't had that many possessions so far in the game, and because they've got no points now, it feels like the quarterback's starting to press. He's trying to make it happen on his own, taking a shot down the field. Another incompletion for this offense. They can't get anything going.
Makes the grab. It's Craver. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Aggies come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. They'll run for it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Now when you've got a running back like that, he just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on 4th down.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Absolutely perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll run it from the gun. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, the Lone Star Showdown is among the most bitter rivalries in football, and so far today, these two have really butted heads. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Texas A&M and Texas plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Aggies will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Texas offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Trying to set the tone with the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Manning. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man down the middle.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. Think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows they give them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing playing in the league.
Got it in the middle. It's Craver. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Now from inside the red zone. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
Caught in the backfield. It's Moss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the screen seemed like a good idea at the time, but they were fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, on defense, I think it just comes down to having really good awareness. You're watching the ball. You're seeing what...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. He knocked it right down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Under fire. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Concepcion. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Moss. Oh, he's got some space. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Concepcion. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Rides the back on the option to give. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Kramer. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Quarterback keeper. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
2nd and goal for the offense. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Rushes on him. Touchdown, Aggies. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. To the air, it's Manning. Quickly complete. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Nothing too exotic about that blitz right there. That's just the middle linebacker coming right up the middle of the field in the teeth of that offensive lineman. Nobody accounted for him, and he gets home.
And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And just pressure. You got to love the ability to get to the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. And then the cherry on the sundae, Jesse, is getting him on the ground and forcing a long yardage situation for your offense.
Yeah, life is chaotic for this quarterback right now, David. No doubt about it. This pocket is collapsing, and you saw it on that last play. He does not have time to set his feet, survey the field, and make an accurate throw.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. To the air, it's Manning. Trying to get behind the defense. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to buy time. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. The give on the counter. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Grabs it in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Picks up the 1st down. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. The Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To throw, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds his man. It's Craver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He'll sneak and try to surge forward. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back to their offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll try it again. Creates a little room. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. Finds his tight end. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Got the quick pass. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach, because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now, because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The decision to go for it does not pan out. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push, and ball security, David. That's premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have